Yes, everyone, welcome. We've got a little student interview today with Riley, the man himself. Obviously, introduce yourself, Riley.
Yeah, Riley, I've been in the online space for around 4 months now.
We're just here to kind of break down Riley's experiences with ourselves, the overall kind of results he's got since he's obviously been joining, and a few questions for himself, kind of breaking it down for you guys for what it's been like to obviously join Echelon as a whole. But first off, obviously we've grown up in the same hometown, not the nicest of all, not the most aspirational. But what was kind of your life as a whole before even joining Echelon?
To be fair, literally, it's a typical old working a normal job. I was doing a bit of roofing and I hated every second of it, to be fair, but eventually I just took that step, right?
Good man. And obviously with, kind of working in that typical job, that environment, what was your goals like when you were in that environment?
To be fair, I didn't really have any goals. I was just taking it as it goes, really. I just woke up every day, had a few beers, whatnot, but that was about it. I didn't really have any goals in place.
Yeah. So you didn't really have anywhere, would you say you had any kind of directions in life as a whole?
I'd say I had the vision, but I just didn't know what steps to really be taken to get there. So I had no direction, like you say.
Yeah, 100%. So for yourself, when did you really come across not just our brand as a whole, but on the online space as well?
I think I just came across it because obviously, like you say, we've grew up in the same area. Few close people I know been doing it as well. And I just thought, you know what, I may as well try something new.
Yeah.
And yeah, I took that step.
Yeah, and for yourself, did you have kind of idea what appointment setting was?
I had absolutely no clue, I'll be honest.
So what actually kind of, obviously you were in that dark spot as such, kind of going out every weekend, not having any goals, direction, just working your job, making a salary, exchanging your time for obviously money at that point in time.
Yeah.
And your freedom most kind of possibly. What kind of forced you to actually take that step, get in contact with us?
I'd say I was just tired of it all. I was tired of just waking up to go to site for 6 a.m, getting home about 4 or 5 p.m. I was just sick of it. I got myself into a very dark spot mentally, and I just needed to make a change.
Yeah. And obviously you're going to be able to connect with a lot of people out there, potentially people from our area.
Yeah.
But also just, the people watching this, what was life like if you could put yourself in those shoes again, of going to the site, waking up 5, 6 in the morning when you're cold, especially in the winter? What was going through your head, the emotions as such behind that?
I just felt empty, to be fair. It just looked like I say, I had no clear directions of what I needed to be doing. I had no clear visions for life. I knew I was destined for more than what I was doing, right? Like I knew going to site for the next 40 years isn't the way that I'm going to be living my life.
Yeah. I hear that. And especially growing up where everyone basically around here goes out every weekend.
Yeah.
It's so easy to kind of fall into that trap, if you understand what I mean. But obviously, what would you say then caused you to not knowing what appointment setting is, getting in contact with us, but actually then taking that leap? What was going through your head, those emotions when you did take that leap, when you did invest? What was kind of run people through that kind of experience?
So I was just sat there, like I say, and it was late at night, to be fair. I see the video and I just thought to myself, do you know what? I need to make a change, right? Like, I can't continue living the way that I'm living, just paycheck to paycheck, spending it all in town, stunting for nothing, right? Like, just being an idiot. And I just thought to myself, do you know what? I need to take that change. If it don't work, I'm still young anyway. It is what it is. But I'll take that step, take the risk. And luckily it's paid off.
When you were on call with me and you had to do that investment, you had to take that step, what was kind of, rushing through your brain at that point?
To be entirely honest, I didn't want to let you down. I didn't want to let myself down either. So I thought, you know what? Cool. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go for it. I mean, worst comes worst.
Because you didn't even, I remember, I think I was speaking to Harrison, you didn't even want, you were contemplating whether to even get on that call.
I didn't even want to join it. I was scared, to be fair. I was so fearful of taking that step and putting myself in an uncomfortable situation, because obviously it was something I'd never done before.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I'm glad I've done it, to be fair.
Well, just testament to yourself. And obviously we had that conversation about experiences, perspectives, being in that environment, that friendships, kind of just opening your eyes up when, holding that mirror to your face on that call.
Yeah.
What was one kind of piece of information that you took from what I said or what you realized that actually put you in the position to be confident enough to actually take that step?
I think it was something you mentioned about the 2.0 version of myself, right? Like the one where I am having these 10K months and them goals that I have set for myself. Would I be willing to take that step and sit there and be procrastinating on everything? I wouldn't. I would take action, and that's exactly what I've done.
Amazing. So for yourself then, since you have joined 4 months ago, well, I think it's just a bit under, but since you have joined, what has your overall experience been like joining us?
Life-changing, to be honest. Like, my whole mindset's switched. Everything for me has switched in life as a whole, but it definitely hasn't been easy. Definitely not been easy, but the hard work is paying off now. I'm getting the results that I desire and I deserve, so just got to keep it up.
There you go. Because you have, obviously, at the start, you had some tough times. It was, a testament to yourself. You should be proud of yourself. It was hard. It was rough. It was back and forth. You didn't, have an easy start where you're earning 10K per month like everyone says. But now you are here. Now you've obviously made the ball roll, which we'll go on to in a minute. But that kind of experience of potentially having to put in the graft but not seeing the results, what was kind of going through your mind? Because I feel like a lot of people quit before they even see the results.
To be honest, me personally, I loved it. I loved the hardship. I loved the struggle because I knew it was for greater things, right? I knew it's inevitable. If you put in the work and you don't give up, the results come eventually.
Amen to that.
And that's exactly what I've done. And luckily, the results have started coming.
Amen to that. So just quickly, obviously, this is a testament to yourself, but just to quickly give some advice, what would your advice be to those that are even in the space at the moment or about to get in the space? What mindset would you say you need to have in order to actually make something of this?
Don't be afraid to take risks and don't expect it to come easy. Like, there is going to be a lot of hard work involved, but like we say, it's inevitable that your goals will come and you'll get what you deserve. You have to earn it at the end of the day. It's not given to you.
Yeah, 100%. And quickly, manifestation, we were talking about this in the car earlier. How much of a big role has that played in your part,
Massive. Every single day, I have all my goals written out and I manifest it. And eventually, subconsciously, I take the steps needed to be able to achieve these results that I am manifesting, like you say. And that's played a massive part.
Yeah.
That's been the game changer for me.
100%. Because, compared to what you were doing before us, even the lifestyle changes you've had at the moment, not having to go out every weekend, you've quit vaping, quit smoking weed, you've quit, you don't drink, so even those kind of changes, how much of an impact has that had on you?
Massive. I feel so much clearer now. Like, I have these goals in place, I have the vision, and I know exactly what steps I need to be taking. And if I actually put myself in that 2.0 version, I wouldn't be doing those things.
There you go, bro. There you go. Exactly. So I guess the question is, in the last bit of time, obviously, of you progressing, getting the ball rolling, what actually have you achieved so far when joining us?
Yeah. So obviously there's been financial gain, and since recently I've done over £1,000 in the last 7 days. So I'm very happy with that. It's the skill set as well, and the mindset, and the friends I've made. Amazing. I've built a lot of good connections, and I'm very appreciative of it.
Yeah. And what have you now started up as well?
With my own management agency.
There we go.
With one of the boys.
There we go. And also, how many offers, well, not have you been on, but are you on at the moment?
I'm on 3.
3. And we've been for a lot of offers. We've had a lot of applications. But I tell you, I've never seen a guy apply to so many offers before in my life. He's the one. But obviously, for yourself, now achieving this financial benefit, the mindset, the friends, how has that truly impacted your life now? Putting yourself in these shoes with me, sat next to me, doing the student interview, what's kind of going through your head? You've just booked 2 more calls. You've just had a payout, you've got another payout coming. What's going through your head?
Just gratitude, I guess. Feeling grateful for the step that I took back 4 months ago, and being proud of myself, really. Like,
there you go.
Proud of everything. I mean, even just the group itself, the guidance that's been there, and the boys. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do this without them, without a doubt in my mind. And I'm just grateful, grateful for everything that's happened.
There you go. And I guess, we've achieved this so far. We know we don't want to necessarily live in the past, so we've got milestones in goal.
Yeah.
We have they're there. So tell them what's next. What are we aiming towards now?
So the next step for me is a financial goal for me. I want to hit a 10K a month within the next 3 months. I believe I can do it.
Yeah.
I know I can do it. And it's just having my agency launched up properly, fully going, and taking on a few clients.
Amazing.
That's the main goals.
Amazing. So if you could, to kind of now come to the end of this, if you could put a spectrum, on a spectrum, of 1 to 10, with your experience with Echelon, with Kanish, myself, with the students, with yourself, obviously, because you're the one that has put the work in, where would you truly put it on that spectrum?
Truthfully, a 10 out of 10. I just say how it is.
I was thinking it could. And why would you say that, obviously?
I mean, it's just the guidance there. I mean, I can message anyone at any given time and I get a response, right?
Yeah.
Look, even about a month ago when I was thinking of quitting, I remember having a call with you and Kanish yourself, and you told me just to keep going. This is the exact time where it's going to start to flip, and it has. So it's just, 10 out of 10, man. The experience has been brilliant. Changed my life.
Great. And for yourself, now obviously you're hopefully stepping into some more management mentorship as well, with teaching and helping our boys. You're helping mock calls, you're helping, you do a lot of dialing with the guys, you get on group calls, hopefully you can head up your own group calls. So there's only steps in the positive direction actually moving forward. But obviously, because you are becoming a mentor within the group, mentor these. What is one piece of advice to anyone watching this that you would say if they are looking to get into the space or potentially wanting to reach out to us? What's that one piece of advice you would say that is going to benefit them, that truly made you take that step as well?
Yeah. I mean, just think about where you are now, and if you had taken, let's just say, this step a few months back, the position you'd be in now as well. The main thing is just taking that step and putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation, because there is no growth without discomfort at the end of the day, right? It's that's the main thing.
100%. There you go. You heard it from the man himself. It was a quick interview, as I said, short and simple, but Riley, obviously grew up in the same town as myself. Went from nearly quitting a month ago because of, experiences, going dry, putting a lot of effort in, applying to a lot of offers and not getting anywhere. But as he mentioned, we made him power through, and now we are seeing the fruits of your work and your graft. And to be fair, it's only up from here. I think we did the maths. Potentially, we could be on for an 8 to 10K month within the next 2-3 months. So we'll obviously let you know how it goes, and we'll hit it. And it's only up from here, bro.
Absolutely,
It's only up from here.
Absolutely.
Good shit.